Welcome back, you guys. I'm your host, Zach Nando, and today on this episode of You Just Got Clickbaited, I've got one simple question for you, and that is, have you ever wanted to be a rock star? Yeah, me neither. But have you wanted to be in a Rockstar game? Well, you could. You could have had that. Well, on July 13th, 2007, you could have had that opportunity. And what happened was Rockstar Games opened up a promotional competition on July 13th, 2007, where you could call in to an in-game radio station, and if your comment was funny enough, you were actually featured in the game. And that is really, really cool. So they would include you in the game's manual, the credits, and you're like part of the game, but you did it for free, which is fine with me because who would not want to be in a Grand Theft Auto game? So I thought this topic was really cool to talk about because how many of you guys actually knew this? That you could be in a Rockstar game back in the day by just calling a phone number and leaving a funny comment. So this is on the WKTT radio station in GTA 4, and it's actually on the Richard Bastian show, which is a parody of real-life Rush Limbaugh. It's a parody of a right-wing talk show. It's a parody of a right-wing radio talk show. That's a tongue twister to say right-wing radio. Anyways, being a parody of this, you call in and you talk about fake economic, fake social problems, health problems, and different things like that. So how you were able to do this was you called a number, and I'll get to that in a moment. But Rockstar opened up a teaser site called WKTTradio.com, and unfortunately, it is not up today. It was taken down a long time ago. If you go to that link, which you can find down below in the description, it'll make it easier for you if you're too lazy to just find that link on Google. Down below, it actually just redirects you to the radio station portion of GTA 4's website. But we can actually take a look at the website through the use of the Internet Archives, or the Wayback Machine. And if we actually go onto the website here, we can get a really cool look at it. So we've got the big old WKTT logo here, as well as it says, have your opinion heard on the radio. It's time for you to do your part in the war on terror by calling a radio station and ranting at the top of your lungs about how awful peaceful people are and how we should kill everyone. Rockstar's humor, man. Does the anger of always being right make you feel like talking to someone? Have you got something to get off your chest? Don't bottle it up. Don't slur at the bartender. Hear yourself on Liberty City Radio. Call the radio station right now, 212-555-2368, and tell us one of the following. What's wrong with your health? What's wrong with the world? What's wrong with America? And what's wrong with you? Tell the host you love the show. He likes that. And speak up. Don't speak softly if you want to be heard on the radio. After the tone, say your name, then spell it, then say your piece. For example, say, hey, this is Don Lance, DONLANCE, then start blabbing. Got it? Important. Please make sure to read the terms and conditions below before phoning in. Promotional terms and condition, privacy policy, varying rates may apply. So the terms and conditions are not on the website, but we were able to check them out. And it's basically just legal stuff like, hey, we have permission to use your voice in any of our games. So if you phoned in way back in 2007, they might use your voice in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's an exaggeration. That's a stretch, but you guys get what I'm saying. Probably other legal things like you cannot sue Rockstar Games for not paying you for using your voice. And just different things like that to cover themselves because people are greedy, and you guys know how people are. So before we get any further into the video, I want you guys to have a listen in on some of these radio station snippets of people that actually called in with their phone, and they got featured in the game.
Today on the show, we're going to talk about why America is #1. Okay, without further ado, let's do what this show is all about and hit the phone lines. You're the people that make the show. All I do is make the money and spend it on facefuls of pharmaceuticals until I go deaf. Hello, caller.
I just wanted to call in and say that I absolutely love the show.
Well, I absolutely love that you think that, okay? Now you want to talk about what makes America #1, huh?
We have a completely incompetent buffoon for a leader. We drive outrageously large, gas-guzzling Maibatsu monstrosities.
I know. Isn't it? It's fantastic, isn't it? What we've been given from our forefathers is the freedom from thought. That, for my money, is real freedom. Knowing you're always right. That's real freedom. It's like life is a party that's never gonna end, and you're not hosting that party. You're just there so you can go take a dump on the coats. You can leave your beer bottle in the toilet if you want. It doesn't matter. It's not your house. Okay, we're just here to have a good time. Now this is unless.
I'm totally with you, Richard. I feel like there's a full assault on our values. We need to prepare our own counter-assault. I mean, I'm a good person with good values. I think we should just go after anyone who doesn't agree with me or celebrate my holidays.
Julie, you're totally right.
First of all, I'd just like to say I love this show. It's great. You're doing a good job for this city.
Thank you. I agree completely. Get to the point.
Where the hell do these liberal fascists get off trying to censor pornography?
Okay, now listen. Put your head up to your radio so I can vibrate some sense into that thick head of yours.
It's the Richard Bastian Show.
I think more and more people need to stop breastfeeding in public.
Absolutely! Breasts are filthy. Cover them up, okay? Don't make me pull out my boot knife and give you a mastectomy.
America is too concerned with birth control. We need to be making babies. We need to catch up with the Chinese.
I'm with you. We've got to monitor people's email. We got to outlaw all the wrong religions, okay? Because that way we can finally be free in this country.
This is the continued pussification of America. It's not okay for men to be hugging each other and crying and talking about their feelings.
You know what? I disagree. I say feel, but feel with your fists, all right? Right there, the hammers that God gave you on the end of your arms, okay? Are you with me, Bastion's buddies?
It's the Richard Bastian Show.
This country's going to hell. Ever since we let those damn Australians back in this country, everything has gone to shit. What the hell did we go to war with them for in the first place?
I'll tell you why. We did it for freedom and for valuable munitions contracts.
They're sick, degenerate folks known as furries that dress up in their cute little bunny suits with holes cut in them for their penises to stick out, and they pound each other's heinies, making weird-ass animal noises.
Yeah, do you hear what public television has brought to you, America? Do you hear what's happened to the children? Heiny pounding.
Saving America from itself. It's the Richard Bastian Show.
All right, so those are pretty freaking funny. There's going to be a link down below to a 16-minute video with every single one of these callers calling in. I want to say you can tell that this is not fake because every person calling in had different audio. The quality was better, some was worse, so that kind of proves to you that it's real. It wasn't recorded in one of Rockstar Studios because they would probably all sound the same. So I got very curious and I was wondering, is there anybody out there that actually got featured in this game that actually talked about it? And we come across one person on the GTA forums by the name of Blue43Fan, and he said, I hate to resurrect such an old post, but I just stumbled across this thread. To answer your question, I was one of the winners of the WKTT contest. My name is Matt Pierce, and I'm the one on the Bastion show that states, I just wanted to call in and let you know how much I love the show. Honestly, I didn't even know I was in the game until a few days after it came out, but I'm credited in both the manual and at the end of the game. It's pretty awesome. So, cool stuff there. Rockstar actually gave credit, put you guys in the manual if you called in, and in the end credits. Also, I was just taking a look through the GTA 4 game manual, and Matt Pearson actually does appear in this. So, if you have GTA 4, it's on page 22 under the WKTT section. It won't focus, but I do have a picture for you guys right here, and you can see Matt Pearson is there. So, this guy is legit. So that's real cool of Rockstar to do. Now, we do have this number that we can call, and I'm very curious as to see if it still works. I'm not sure. I've come across two numbers. I'm going to try and call both of them, and we're going to see if anybody answers. And it's ringing. So I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing that it's ringing. I hope this isn't some like random person.
You have reached Rachel Eskenazi, American Chemical Society, Chemical and Engineering News. I cannot take your call at the moment. Please leave a message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
She sounded like a mob boss. She's like, hey, please leave a message and give me my money and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to yous. Wow, okay, so that's like an American chemical company. That's one number, okay. I was not expecting that. All right. Well, the next number is the same, except it's 515. So let's see.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call
yeah, we got shut down real quick. Fake number there. Nonetheless, I thought this was really cool that Rockstar did this. They opened up these phone lines, let people like you and me get an attempt to be in this very awesome game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new and found it enjoyable. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let's try and go for over 1,000, 18,762,000,000,000 likes. If you did enjoy, subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on another daily video game upload. And with that said, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, Zach Cox, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.